Hello and welcome to ScoutIQ, where it's our mission to help you scout smarter, not harder. Before you head off on your first sourcing adventure, take just a few minutes to watch this video. If you follow the steps outlined here, you'll be set up for success with your new scouting app. After you've signed up for your free trial online, the next step is to download the ScoutIQ app from the App Store or the Google Play Store. When you're asked to log in, simply use the same credentials you created online when you created your account. When logging in, be careful not to enter any spaces before or after your email address or before or after your password. Be sure to utilize the eye icon in the password field to make sure you've typed your password correctly. You don't have to log in too often, however, we do require a monthly login for the security of your account. Please note that your email address is tied to one ScoutIQ subscription. You can only be logged in on one device at a time on a given account. If you decide you'd like to grow your team, check out our articles about adding seats and secondary users at a reduced rate at support@scoutiq.co. Next, you'll want to pair your Amazon Professional Seller account with your ScoutIQ app. While an Amazon Pro Seller account is not required to utilize ScoutIQ, if you do have one, pairing it with ScoutIQ will enable us to provide you with personalized restriction checks. Once your Amazon Pro Seller account is paired with our app, you will see green check marks or red X's under the header of the Scout screen, indicating whether or not you are gated from selling a particular item. Follow the steps as shown to get set up. First, log in at manager.threecolts.com and click the Launch button under ScoutIQ. Then, navigate to the Amazon logo on the left. My account is already paired, but when you log in for the first time, current integration status will show as not linked, and Amazon restriction checks will read pending. Both fields will be in red. All you have to do is click this green "Click here to reauthorize your Amazon account" button. This will open your Amazon Seller Central account in a second tab. Simply log in and proceed through the steps as they appear on this tab. Amazon changes the details on this page from time to time, but they will always be self-explanatory, leading you to authorize ScoutIQ and close the tab. Once complete, you'll see your current integration status go from not linked to connected, and your Amazon restriction check go from pending to enabled. Connecting your account is simple and fast and will allow you to make more informed purchasing decisions. A quick word on troubleshooting. If your Amazon Pro Seller account is brand new or you recently upgraded to a professional seller's account, Amazon will often delay the approval of your credentials for a few hours or even a day or two. Wait a day or two and try again, and they should work. Please note that Amazon will typically authorize your connection with a particular developer, like ScoutIQ, for a period of 12 months, and you are required to renew the connection periodically to ensure that we still have permission to check restrictions on your behalf. If your account stops working, it could be that your credentials need to be renewed. You can do this by going to sellercentral.com/manage/apps and click Renew on the ScoutIQ app. If you have any questions, please contact us at support@scoutiq.co. If you're signed up for a live pro plan with ScoutIQ, you can download our database of books and media items to access Amazon's information offline when you don't have access to a cell signal or Wi-Fi connection. It also allows you to scan books faster as compared to live mode. Keep in mind that the downloadable database is only available to customers who have signed up for a live pro plan. If you're currently subscribed to the live plan and would like to have access to these offline capabilities, you can upgrade today at manager.threecolts.com. To download the database, click the database button along the bottom of your screen. If you've downloaded the database previously, you can see the last time it was updated. You can also test the database here to ensure that it's working properly. Now, just tap the Download Database button and the process will start. It's very important that you leave your phone alone during this process. Don't answer any calls or texts or navigate away from this screen while it's downloading, as doing so can potentially kill the download process and you'll have to start over again. Downloading the database should only take 3 to 5 minutes over a high-speed internet connection. A little bit longer if your internet speed isn't quite as fast. just enough time to brew yourself a cup of coffee. We strongly recommend downloading the database at home when you have a strong, uninterrupted internet connection before you go out scouting. You'll know that the download is complete when the counter disappears, and then you can once again test the database to ensure that your download was successful. You can also set your scanning mode to database only under settings and scan a few books to make sure it's fully functional before you head off to scout. You've paired your Amazon account. You've downloaded the database, and you're almost ready to head out scouting for books. But before you do so, let's take a quick look at the Settings tab. First, we have our Preferences section. Here, you can set your phone to always be awake while you're scanning, so your screen won't fall asleep. You can turn the audio on or off, depending if you want to look at your screen. And the same thing with vibration. It's set to vibrate on accepts, so you can scan quickly, and the phone will alert you when you've scanned something that's potentially profitable. We definitely recommend having your audio cues off if you're scanning in a thrift store or library sale without headphones, as a matter of courtesy to others. Next, we have ISBN searches only. If you're scanning for books exclusively, this option prevents the multiple results screen from coming up if you accidentally scan a UPC rather than an ISBN, which can slow you down. If you scan a non-book on accident, it'll provide a reject signal so that you know that you've done so. And the last option in the Preferences section is Lock Screen. This is useful to toggle on if you plan on scanning with a Bluetooth scanner and your phone in your pocket, and will prevent your phone from accidentally opening another app. Simply swipe up when you're done. The next section on this screen is Scanning Modes. If you're a Live Pro subscriber, this is the most important section for you. You will not have this section on your app if you're subscribed to a Live plan. First, we have Database Only, which is exactly what it sounds like. As a Live Pro subscriber, your phone will come in Database Only mode by default. And as I mentioned before, this is our fastest scanning mode. Database Only mode is excellent to use in the back of a thrift store or at a remote yard sale when you don't have strong Wi-Fi or a cell signal. You can always look up a book individually by tapping Live on the Scout screen, but by default, scans in this mode will only look in the database. When scanning in Database Only mode, your screen will say no results found when the item scanned is not found in our database. Our database contains over 9 million books and media items and is updated daily, but on occasion, you might still come across an item not found in our database. Next, we have Data Plus Live. Scanning in Data Plus Live is the mode we recommend as the best of both worlds. It searches our database first, and then if the item is not in the database, it'll pull live results for you automatically if the item is found on Amazon. Lastly, Live Only is exactly what it sounds like. It will not look in the database at all. It's only going to look up live data online. This can be a slightly slower scanning mode to scan in, as it is dependent on the speed of your Wi-Fi or cell signal, but you will get the most current data available from Amazon in live mode. If you have good connectivity, scanning in live mode will always provide you with the most recent information on Amazon for the item you've scanned. If you're a live subscriber, this is the scanning mode your phone will be in. Please note that to save space, the books and media items in our database are sorted by ASIN. So when scanning in Database Only or Data Plus Live scanning modes, you should search by barcode or ISBN. Next, we have our custom link section. Whatever you add here will come up when you click the chain link icon along the bottom of the Scout screen. We offer a few pre-filled custom link types, including eBay Complete, eBay Sold, eBay Active, Bookfinder.com, or addall.com, and a custom option, which you can use to add a link to the website of your choosing. YB box at the bottom of the second column on your Scout screen shows up green. This is the price you can get from Sell Back Your Book if you send them your book right away, instead of waiting for it to sell on Amazon. With this integration, you can build your cart right from the ScoutIQ app. Just tap that green box and add the items to your cart. You can create a shipment once you have a minimum cart value of $7.50. Then you can print a shipping label right from ScoutIQ. Under that, we have wholesale audio cues. With this setting on, you'll get a second high-pitched beep when Sell Back Your Book's price is higher than your profit for an item. And lastly, you can also log out from this settings screen. Now let's take a quick look at our triggers. Your app comes preset with default trigger sets for your country of choice. Currently, ScoutIQ is available in the US and the UK. Our default triggers are the product of extensive research, and a lot of math and science went into their development. And these are the same triggers that our original founders used to build their business and still use today. Triggers are what tell the app which books to accept and which books to reject. You can use these the way they come, or you can create your own trigger set from scratch. You can also pre-fill with our default triggers and then tweak them to suit your specific business needs. We have more extensive training videos on triggers, but for now, please know that they come preloaded on your phone. If you're just starting out, we strongly suggest sticking with the default triggers until you're familiar with the Scout screen. A common mistake beginners make is purchasing every accept and ignoring every reject without really understanding the data the app is providing. When they get home and they find that all of these books are not as profitable as expected, they start tweaking the triggers. Don't make this mistake. Please do not treat your accept and reject notifications as gospel truth. They are merely a computer following the rules that you've set up. So just because it says accept doesn't necessarily mean it's a guaranteed win. It's just probably something you should take a closer look at. It's important to put your eyes on the screen, look at the data being provided, and make your decision accordingly. Now that you've got everything set up, it's time to start scouting for books. You can search for books several different ways using the ScoutIQ app alone. You can paste in an ISBN, you can manually type it in, and we have a 978 pre-fill option for you and an X you can add at the end if your book has that. You can speak an ISBN using the microphone button, or probably the fastest of these methods, you can scan using your phone's camera. With your phone's camera, you can scan by barcode, ISBN, or title. Searching by ISBN or barcode tends to be the most accurate, and you're likely to have multiple results come up if you scan in title mode. We also offer speed mode to eliminate duplicates when scanning very quickly. However, by far the fastest way to scan, and our recommended method, is to pair a Bluetooth scanner with our app. You can use any Bluetooth scanner that can be paired in HID/keyboard mode. Now that you're set up properly, be sure to watch our next video on how to understand the Scout screen. We'll walk you through several scenarios and teach you how to interpret the data to make wise purchasing decisions. If you have further questions, you can always chat with us live at manager.3colts.com or email us at support@scoutiq.co, or check out our support articles and FAQs at support.scoutiq.co. Thanks, and happy scouting!